if I have this little time, I think I do speak Romanian, but not half as fluent as any of you.
Spuneți-ne măcar o frază în România, în românește, să vă poată aplauda.
I was asked to come here to talk a little bit about, when I read management, destination management, basically, I thought, oh wonderful, this is exactly what we are dealing with the challenges of what we are dealing with, and after this discussion today, I'm seeing it's something completely different, because I was, of course, from my point of view, thinking about micro-managing a destination, which in our case is a small village in the middle of Transylvania between Sighișoara, Târgu Mureș and Verde, exactly in this little triangle, where we have created, me and my wife, about 60 beds now, a restaurant with some reputation and several offers. And our biggest challenge has been to try and get people from outside Romania to come to Romania. We were in the beginning dependent 100% on incoming tourism, because I didn't speak any Romanian when I started. So basically that was the only marketing strategy that we could go through, and we have had in the first 3 years an occupancy rate that today, when we grew bigger, we can only dream of. We nearly had 90% of occupancy rate all year round, with the 20 spaces we had in the beginning. Now growing, this came down to 72% over the year, which we are still incredibly pleased with. And we have hit a little niche which is addressing the two beautiful qualities that were mentioned by Colleen and everybody else here today, which is the nature and the cultural history of this area, Transylvania. But I think you can generalize in Romania. However, the main problems we had were trying to get people, local authorities, who in our small village have absolutely no interest in us. We have a very decent turnover. We are by far the largest company in our comuna. We are #1 locally affacere in our region every year. Yes, in terms of turnover. So we are not small. Yeah, but nobody cares shit. But we talk about any kind of improvement of infrastructure. We have this digital detox because we have 4 home telecom lines in the village and no mobile reception. Of these 4 telephone lines, and there were only 3 in the beginning, I managed to get 2, and 1 is, but I didn't manage to get any of the lines connected to our resort, which is at the end of the village. Apparently there's a big transformator, electrica, și nu am voie să trag linii din asta. So obviously, so we were very fortunate to have Martin, the ex-CEO of Orange, staying with us, who said, okay, we will find you a solution. And we got some incredibly powerful amplifiers in the roof of our restaurant, which are blowing up just a tiny bit of signal that is there to allow people, at least in the restaurant and about 2 meters away from the terrace, to have mobile reception. And there's a wonderful firm at two-way.ro, which I can recommend. They supply two-way-based internet services at a horrendous cost, but at least we have internet as well now.
So all the village comes now on your terrace to speak on the mobile.
Right.
Absolutely. They don't come on our terrace, but they stand outside.
The main attraction of
Another big challenge was that legislation was on this list there, and I take the box legislation first, of course, because this is one of the things coming from Germany I had to come to terms with. We started off with something called holiday homes, which is very popular in the area in northern Germany, where I come from, Schleswig-Holstein. I just looked it up on HomeAway, which is the biggest site for holiday home rentals. In all of Romania, you can find 139 holiday homes on this world market leading site, and within a radius of 15 kilometers from my home village, where there are 90 people living, I can find 4,943 holiday homes or flats for rent. This is marketed through exactly this agency on a regional level. And we have to authorize every of our holiday homes that we do as a pensione rurale, which is a bit strange. In Germany, you just register it with La Primaria and you pay your taxes. Obviously, you have to do that. And you need to have a fire extinguisher there as well, but we need to authorize every tiny little house. Casa, Sala, camera, con baia. It has to have the same authorization as a hotel, which is crazy and very demanding because it leads to people not realizing the potential that could be there, because there could be many, many more holiday homes in our area. People have seen this is something that can bring money, but they need to have a company in order to get the authorizations, or they can register as a PFR. But people from our area, they are farmers, they are self-sufficient farmers. It's a small village. They are scared of embracing, of going through all this trouble, because they also don't want to be harassed by authorities. Perhaps many difficult things were said. We have to say we've always had great support, which nobody believes from outside Romania, that we've had a huge support of the local tourism agencies, of the local council. When we came and we said we have a problem, we don't know how shall we solve this. We have this, we want to build this pension here, or we want to enlarge this house, but we need a special permit for that. We have always been helped in that respect. However, coming back to destination management, we found that what brings people to our place is a dedicated personal service. That the quality of service, that doesn't have to be exaggerated. By all means, some of the houses we rent out are not the most luxurious ones. We have some now very, very nice rooms, but some of the rooms, and it reflects on the price, are also more simple. People don't necessarily mind that. We still have over 50% of guests from outside Romania, and we're very fortunate and very happy that it's nearly 50% of Romanian guests coming to our little village by now. However, the sense or the awareness that one has to cooperate among oneself is strange. I think perhaps best illustrated by the fact that we launched our site, which is called Discover Transylvania. It's not called Valea, Verde, or Kund, or Come to Kund, or Discover Kund, or something. We said Discover Transylvania. And on the start page, we are recommending several different pensions as well. And we have an app also for mobile phones, for iPhones and Samsungs and tablets and stuff that are programmed on the long hours in winter. It's a drag and drop system which works quite well. And I put on this site, on our start page, a link to a pension that I like very much. It's called Biskri 125, beautiful place in Biskri. And I got a call by Mihai, the owner who knows me, and he said, Jonas, bitte, am găsit pe site-ul tău, așa, am fost pe site-ul tău nou și am văzut acolo, ați trecut un link la mine. Ați greșit? I said, no, Mihai, this is exactly what I wanted. And as you can see, there are more places there, and we want to expand this, because we want to, people, if they are saying we go to Tuscany, everybody knows that Tuscany is beautiful, everybody knows that you can eat well, and that you can sleep well in Tuscany on all different kinds of levels. If you say Romania or Transylvania, people know by now that it has an immense natural beauty, it has a fantastic history that people are interested in, but they are very, very reluctant. Can I eat there, and how can I sleep? And this is absolutely unjustified, because nowadays in the city of Cluj, in Bucharest, you can sleep in hotels of international standards, and you can also find more and more places in the countryside with nice accommodation. Thank you.